West Holmes Knights Football Weekly Preview Show on WKLM.
This week's Knights Football Weekly Preview Show brought to you by Village Motors in Millersburg. I'm Mac Way alongside Mike Kinsey, and West Holmes a dramatic playoff victory on Friday as they came back to get that come-from-behind win, 22-19 over Galleon on Friday in Knight Stadium. And, Mike, that was pretty exciting there on Friday night.
Oh, it was very exciting. You know, we've talked all year that this team doesn't ever quit. They could have quit. They could have quit Friday night, and they didn't. And a Smith kid came in, and unbelievable. I can – the toughness that kid has is unbelievable, and looking forward to this Friday.
No question about that with Morgan Smith. And how about Graham Barton? Two huge plays down the stretch when you think about a tackle that prevented the two-point conversion from happening. And, of course, the touchdown grab off the deflection in the end zone was the game winner.
It absolutely was, and you're right. Graham came up with a couple big plays. That we needed somebody to come up with a big play. And again, this team just finds ways to win. I mean, they could have been down and out, but they find a way to win. And that ball could have bounced somewhere else, but it bounced right into our hands, and we caught it and we scored.
Mike, you see find ways to win, and they do it in different ways. You think a couple weeks ago they had the shootout, 70-50, and then last week the defense needed to show up here. They did, and found a way to help this team, give enough opportunities there down the stretch to get the victory.
West Holmes takes what the team gives them. That's definitely for sure. They'll take what the team gives them, and it'll be exciting about this Friday. Who knows what we're going to do, what the game plan's going to be, and I think it'll be predicted by what the other team does. So, yeah, they're an exciting team to watch, that's for sure.
I think the other point to that, Mike, is in terms of finding ways to win and being tough here. You think about Kyle Maltrich going out of the game last week. They've had some key injuries these last couple of weeks here, and again, other guys stepping up to get the wins.
Yeah, when Kyle went down, he does a lot for our team. I mean, he punts, he catches, he runs, he does a lot. But we have depth. We have a lot of depth in the next man up, and this time it was our quarterback that stepped up. And, hey, we have a lot of weapons out there, and if they all hit on the same cylinders, we're going to be tough to beat.
West Holmes, a school record 25th consecutive home victory as they move on into playoff action. With more, let's go back out to Knight Stadium to Jake Seidel alongside head coach Zach Gardner.
Thanks, Matt. Here with West Holmes head coach Zach Gardner. Coach, we talked about in the regular season when you had those close games, it was preparing you for the playoffs, and it really did prepare you for the Galleon Tigers.
Yeah, absolutely. We felt we've came into the tournament battle tested, and that's something that we weren't last year. We didn't get punched in the mouth and see how we could respond. And, we come in battle tested. We played a lot of tight games, and, I'm so proud of our kids. I think we've shown, throughout the years with this program that, any adversity that we face, we just stare it down. It doesn't back us down. We back it down. And I'm just so proud of our kids going out with everything and the injuries and how banged up we were. And, we 2 weeks in a row, two of their best friends, they had to see, carted off the field. And, for our kids to not back down for that and to step up and make plays against a quality team like Galleon was just such a big win for us. And then when you can put it up with, there with, winning the regional semifinal game against Rocky River a couple years ago, going up to Padua Francescan and getting a win in 2020 and just put it up with some of our favorite playoff wins that we've had around here.
And Coach, you mentioned the injuries, and something that's been for your team all season is that next man up mentality.
Yeah, we're a program here, the talk coming into this year was, how are we going to replace everything that we lost, through graduation and other means. And all our kids did was work hard in the weight room, step up, and here they are in the same exact place, that we were last year with all those kids. We're a program. We've definitely, our kids are playing with a chip on their shoulder, looking to get their recognition and all the accolades they're getting, they deserve. And, so we're excited to be here, right where we were last year, going back to Marion, the scene of the crime where our tournament run ended last year. And I think our kids are motivated and ready to go show what they're made of.
Speaking of going back to Marion, you mentioned that back to the scene of the crime. How much does that make your guys want to fight harder to get a win this year?
Oh, it's huge. It's what we told our kids, man. Here you are, after all your hard work, after all the doubters, after everything. Here you are, right at that same place with your chance to kick that door down and take this program to the next level against a quality Perkins team. Very explosive. We have a ton of respect for them. They're well coached, but this is about our kids, and this is about our kids' willingness to go out and fight and play with attitude, effort, and fight. And we are so excited to see how we match up.
Graham Martin had a heck of a fourth quarter for you Friday. Can you tell us just a little bit about the effort he gave that helped your team ultimately come away with the dub?
A lot of people, it gets, it's kind of went viral, his touchdown at the end of the game. But that play before it, when he stopped the two-point conversion, coming up and making a hit the way that he did to stop that two-point conversion, that had just as much to do with, with catching a touchdown. But, Graham is one of those kids. He's selfless. It's what's in it for the, not what's in it for him, but what's in it for the team, and what can he do to help us. He's, fought through injuries like crazy, and for him to make a senior memory like that on the last time he's going to play on this home field here was something very special. And that's how you win. You win with kids like Graham Martin, kids who lift, and when they get an opportunity to step up, and they put so much into the program, and when they get that opportunity to make a play, they make it, and that's what Graham did last week, and we're just so proud of him.
And Coach, finally, the script has been a little bit flipped from last year. Last year, everyone coming after West Holmes, coming off a state semifinal appearance, and you had Van Wert come in. This year, you're going back to Marion, and you've got a team in Perkins coming in. Your team's kind of looked at like the underdog. What do you want to see out of your team, and how are you preparing them to face the Pirates?
Hey, regional semifinal game here, playing to advance and win a state championship. Our kids are ready. They're focused. We've had a great week of practice. All respect to Sandusky Perkins. They are a phenomenal program. Their results speak for themselves, their offensive numbers, and we know the recipe that we have to, the type of game we have to play to beat them. Our kids understand it, and we're working real hard to do it, and it's going to be up to our kids to go out and execute on Friday night, and we have nothing but the utmost 100% belief in that they can do it. When we started here, our slogan was "Believe it, do it." Our kids believe it, that they can do it, and Friday night it's going to be their opportunity to go do it. So we're excited. We're so excited to go play this game.
Hey, well, Coach, thanks so much for your time. Good luck on Friday night.
Thank you.
Back with West Holmes, Graham Martin. Graham, you had a heck of a fourth quarter, and we'll start it off with the big defensive play you made to stop the two-point conversion. Walk us through that play a little bit.
I wasn't ready for it because the receiver on my side, he motioned to the other side, and I was ready for the tight end come out. Tight end came out, and I was covering. I wasn't sure what they were really thinking, so I came off the tight end and I knew I had to make a play, so I tried to hit the quarterback as hard as I possibly could, and it worked out in the end.
And then later on, able to get what ended up being the game-winning touchdown on that tip drill. That's something you practice, but you don't always see it in a game. What was going through your head with that one when you saw that ball get tipped and heading for you in the end zone?
I wasn't obviously expecting it because the ball wasn't supposed to come to me. And, the ball gets tipped in the air some of the times, and we practice it sometimes, And during the summer, we do this drill that we tip it up in the air and we catch it, and that's basically what it came down to. The ball, I was in the right place, right time. The ball landed right in my hands.
What did it mean to you and the rest of your team to be able to play one more game here last week?
It was awesome. We love playing here. We haven't lost here since 2019, and it's just huge to play in front of the home crowd.
Finally, you're getting ready for Perkins. Like I said to your coach, the script is a little bit flipped from last year. Perkins is the team people are kind of looking to. You're almost looked as an underdog going into this game. What do you want to see out of your teammates, and what are you guys all doing to get ready for the Pirates?
We're working hard like we have all year in practice, and we know that we're the underdog. Like last year, we were the top dog instead of the underdog this year, and we're looking forward to it to see if we can prove everybody wrong.
Well, Graham, thanks for your time today. Good luck on Friday night.
Thank you.
We'll send it back to Matt Croy at Village Motors.
All right, Jake, thank you. Alongside Mike Kinsey once again here at Village Motors. And Mike, if you're thinking about financing here during the holiday season coming up here, you have that here at Village Motors.
Yeah, the interest rates have been really high, and here just recently the manufacturers put some rebates and some financing on, and that'll make a world of difference in your payments. So, we're going in the right direction. The finances are low. I just did an Edge today, and they had 0% and 1.9 and 0.9. So we're definitely headed in the right direction, so we should be able to find something for everybody down here.
That's the thing. One of those things where don't think automatically you can't afford it, right? Come here, look at it and see what's available on the lot here, and then chances are with that financing, you might be able to purchase something here you didn't realize you could.
Absolutely. And, there's still leasing also. Leasing is as good as it used to be, but it's an alternative. So we have different different ways that we could put you into a vehicle, make it affordable for you.
All right, that's Village Motors on Worcester Road in Millersburg, on the web, villagemotorsinc.com. West Holmes all ready for their 4th consecutive regional semifinal appearance and trying to get to the regional finals for the 2nd time in the last 3 years. The record is 10-2. They've won 8 games in a row, and they'll have to take on top-ranked Perkins to do it. The Perkins out of Sandusky, the Pirates, a record of 11-0, unbeaten on the year. They won 16 consecutive regular season games going back to last year. Of course, they're coming off that win over St. Mary's Memorial last week. They won by just a touchdown at 28-21 to take on West Holmes in this matchup. And Mike, in stark contrast to West Holmes' opponent last week, it's a Perkins team that likes to pass the football, and they do it pretty well.
Yeah. You know, I mean, you just never know what's going to happen. I mean, they run the ball, they throw the ball, they're a big team, but we've got a lot of weapons, and our defense is playing good, so hey, who knows what's going to happen. I wouldn't count us out. You know, I'm not going to say we're definitely going to win the game, but I know if we play our game, we can win the game.
It should be a lot of fun here coming up on Friday night. Don't miss it. We'll have the game video live stream, of course, on the WKLM YouTube page once again, so you can look for that. We'll also be on FM 95.3 and WKLM-FM.com, so check it out on YouTube, of course, courtesy of Claxon Communications. And our hometown football Friday night pregame show begins at 6 p.m. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock on Friday night. Well, for Mike Kinsey, I'm Matt Roy. Special thanks to Jake Seidel, Zach Gardner, and Graham Martin. And that's been this week's Village Knights Football Weekly Preview Show, brought to you by Village Motors in Millersburg.
Thank you for watching the West Holmes Knights Football Weekly Preview Show on WKLM.